Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. Finally time for me to do a playthrough video of Panzer Die Eastern Front. My second roll and write game, which is technically a print and play game, but all you're gonna need is to print out these 2 pages of game sheets once you learn the rules, and you can use a pencil with an eraser, or you can do like me, use some cubes. Other than that, you're gonna need 8 dice. So it's a great travel game. Before we start off the video, I wanna do 2 corrections from my previous video, which was basically an unboxing video. If you can unbox a print to play game, but basically I did say something was strange here with the fuel and ammunition, since it goes from 23, 21, 19, but obviously you should go zigzag, so 23, 22, 21, 20. I was paying too much attention to the screen of my recording, and so basically obviously that's not an error. I also said you needed something like 10 dice, but what you actually need, I know now after learning the rules, is 6 dice in one color and then 2 dice preferably in another color, but it will still work with 8 dice of the same color. So that's my 2 corrections from my previous video, and now we're just gonna go ahead and play. Before we start playing though, I just wanna give you a note about my cubes. I have a red cube which I will put on my bombing. You will have Illusion planes bombing and Stuka planes bombing, and you're gonna switch place between those different bombers. Then I have gray cubes for the basically the armor left of my tank. I also have a gray cube showing where my tank is located on the map. I have also orange cubes which depict how much ammunition, fuel and items I have left. Finally, I have a black cube which will track how many enemy panzers I have killed. Alright, let's get right into it. So we're gonna roll dice to see where our T-34 T-34 tank is gonna start, and it will start in location number 2 down here to the south. So if you haven't watched my previous video, basically our goal of the game is to get to one of these flags at the top north position without getting killed by AT guns and mines and enemy panzers and so on. Okay, so let's go to the first stage of the game, the first phase, which is throwing your basic dice. You will roll 6 basic dice, and then let's see. So number 1 is going to be radio orders. That's going to let me do anything I want with that dice. Number 2 and 3 is going to be enemies, and I can place them out freely as I want. We're going to do that later. Then I have shooting dice. I have a repair dice. So this is actually a great example because I got 1 of each. I think I'm going to put out my enemies, just 1 on each flank. Then my orders, I'm going to change the orders, the first one, to a move on the field. My repair is going to be lost because this early in the game, obviously, I don't have anything to repair. I have a shooting, and I am going to go ahead and use that and shoot this tank with 1 shot. So this panzer has been hit by 1 shot, decreasing my ammunition by 1 from 26 to 25. And then I have move on the field, and each dice, the first one will give me 1 movement, and then each additional dice is gonna give me 2 additional movement. So that basically means I have 3 movement points. Let's see where I want to go. Okay, I'm just gonna go up straight north, and I will decrease my fuel by 3. Okay, so now we are done with that, our first stage, and we will go over now to our next stage, which is Panzer shot. We will roll 1 dice, and then we will see if one of the enemy panzers get activated or not. So we roll a 5, so that means this guy is going to get activated, unfortunately. and he's gonna fire. His value is 3, so he's gonna decrease my right side shield by 3 hit points, going from 14 to 11. And that marks the end of this turn. So we go now into the next turn, and we re-roll our dice which we have left. Remember, 2 of our 6 basic dice are locked there at enemy panzers. So that doesn't look good. We have 2 more enemies. Gonna put one on the left and one in the middle. Then we have 1 radio orders and 1 move on the field. I'm gonna convert the radio orders to move on the field. So I now have 2 move on the field. Again, I have 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna decrease our fuel by 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have a lot of tanks. Again, we're gonna roll 1 small dice. We roll a number 4. That means we have to activate these 2 tanks. So first I lose on my left side shield 1 hit point because his value is 1. This tank's value is 3, so I'm gonna lose 3 hit points from him from my turreting cannon. So basically these guys on the left will decrease my side shield on the left, vice versa with the right, and the guy here is gonna decrease my turreting cannon. And the turreting cannon only has 10 hit points in comparison to 14 hit points on the sides. Okay, so that's it. Again, we only have 2 dice left now, so things are getting a little bit bad. Let's see, we get a repair and a shooting. Okay, so the repair, we're gonna repair our front gun, and then we're gonna let's see, I want to make a shooting on this guy. So I shoot him for 1 hit point and I decrease my ammo by 1. End of the turn, we go back into rolling again. See if someone will fire at us. And yes, this guy gets activated on my left side. So again, I decrease by 3 hit points since he has a 3 in value. And we re-roll our dice. 5 and 4. Again, we have a shooting and repair. So, oops. So our repair, I am gonna go ahead and, let's see, repair this one, my left, and then the shooting, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at this tank, decreasing my ammunition by 1. And we go and roll for Panzer fire again, and we roll a 5. So this guy gets activated and I lose 3 hit points on my sides. My right side shield now is down to 8. So I'm having a little bit of trouble there. Next turn. Roll a 4 and a 2. So the 2 is going to be an enemy Panzer, and he's going to go, whoops, over here. Repair. Okay, I'll repair my left side or my right side shield. And then we roll our red dice again. Number 2, and that is this and this. So left side taking 3 hits. And right side also taking 3 hits. So things are turning bad here. Okay, rolling action dice again. I got a movement. What I want now is I want one of those Panzer, because once these get completely filled, I will be able to make a bombing with my bombers. Anyway, I moved 1 space north, still haven't reached any villagers or anything. It decreased my fuel by 1. And we roll for the tanks again, the Panzers. Another 2, unfortunately, so that means we have this guy firing 3 points and this guy again firing 3 points, and that means we are down here on 3 hit points, and we now have a broken track. Basically what that means is that we cannot move forward until we have successfully repaired those tracks. And 3 more hits and my T-34 is done for. Okay, so we roll yet again. And now we roll a 5, which is a shooting. That's not what I want, but that's what we get. So we take a shot at this guy, decreasing our ammunition by 1, and again we roll for Panzers, and we roll a 2, so poof. This guy again, 1, 2, 3, that's 2 more hit points, and this one has 2 hit points now, so 2, 1 more hit on this side, and I'm done for. I don't see this working out, guys. I gotta repair now. There we go. Used my action, and we have number 6. Number 6 is this side. Oh, it's also this side with 2. So this guy takes me out, unfortunately. So I'm completely dead now. That's the end of the game. Unfortunately, I lost. And I think basically this is... I wish there was a better way to take these guys out or to use your bombing attack, because once you only have 1 dice left, again, what you need to do is roll a 2 or a 3 to spawn another Panzer. And basically what happens is the illusion is going to bomb all of these tanks, and they're dead, and you can do another movement or repair, and then it switches to Stuka, and the Stukas will also come and bomb, and all the tanks will go away, but you are going to take 1 damage on each of your sides and your turret. And but the tank go away anyway, and then it goes back to illusion. So it's going to be switching back and forward, giving you a positive and a negative bomber. And I think this is a strange... it's strange. I think the bombing phase should start at least once you have all 5 and taken, 1 shot. I think you should go, I think the bombing should start. But that's the way it is, and again, like, the rules are a little bit hard to decipher, but if you read the rules here, what they say is, if at any time the number of Panzer dice is greater than the boxes available to place them, this means bombing. So again, is greater than the boxes available to place them. So basically what that tells me is that I need to roll enough dice that, for example, I roll a 2 now, then obviously the Panzer dice, which is this one, is greater than the boxes because it's 1, is greater than the boxes available because the boxes available is 0. So I would have to roll with my last dice, 2 or 3, which is just a 33.3% chance. So once you get to these 5 Panzers, that's usually how the game ends, which is unfortunate. Anyway, guys, this is Panzer Dice Eastern Front. Still waiting for the creators of the game to work on the rules. They've contacted me, and they got a guy working on a new set of English rules for this game, and I think that's gonna clear up a lot of stuff. And I'm hoping also that I'm interpreting this rule wrong, because it seems strange for me to have such an ending of most of the games. But it is what it is, and these guys watch my videos, so I'm guessing they're also gonna give me a comment about this. So anyway, again, this is Panzer Dice Eastern Front. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna do some more videos because there are some fun scenarios which you can try out. And if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It does help me out a lot. And that's it for me this time, so see you next time.